Olufumi. Here we're going to roll out our fondant here. The fondant was prepared a day before. I'm going to use the fondant in the cake. So we're going to need the fondant till it's very stretchy. Since we are going to be using paralleling method, we measure out all our four corners of our square cake. We can see that it's stretchy. That fondant is stretchy. I divide it into two. I try to roll it out. I roll it in form of a square shape. And you can see that I'm following the line of a square for my fondant. Then I've taken the measurement of the top layer of my square cake. Now I am trying to cut it out to the size of it. After measuring your square cake, make sure you add at least half inches to the sides of the measurement. That means if your cake is 6 by 6, you cut out 7 by 7 fondant. So yeah, I'm trying to smooth it out. Yes, the edges, so that it could give me the sharp edges I'm looking out for. So I put it separately for it to dry out a little bit. Now I'm rolling out another fondant for the sides of my square cake, and that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure that I'm dusting my surface, and what I'm using to dust my surface, my work surface, is corn flour. You see that I'm lifting up the fondant to make sure that it's not sticky to the surface I'm using. So I measured for the size too. Remember I said we are going to add at least a inch or half a inch to the measurement that we have. So for the fondant I'm using for this cake now, I use like 1.7 kg of fondant for everything for the cake. You see that I'm trying to mark out where I'm going to cut out. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do and on the post notification. This channel is just all about cakes, decorating. At least if you are into cakes, you can gain one or two things here. You see that we get a square shape here. If you see my work surface now, this is another one. Instead of me repeating with ruler, the first one I used for the side, I place it onto another one to do it. So now here is my cake. You can see that the fondant has stiffened a little bit that I'm putting on top of the cake. So I try to smooth it out. Take another board. Now flip it over. So after flipping over, I use water for the edges so that the fondant can actually paste to the other ones. Using my fondant smoother, I smoothing out. Using a sharp edge, a sharp blade. Be mindful. Since the fondant has already been dried out, you can see that the fondant was able to cut out easily. But if your fondant is soft, you won't get that straight line when you are cutting with a sharp object. You see now, I use water as the substance for gluing my fondant. You can see I'm using the pastry brush on it. Subscribe to my channel. Yeah, see that I'm putting the corners to this. If you observe that I used alternate sides for the square for the paneling method, when I place it on the other side, I place it on the other on the opposite side, so that I can actually have a four corner. If I'm using the other one, the other square too, it will cover that area, giving it a sharp edge. And smoothing it out, you can see I'm using a sharp blade. See how it cuts through. Then I flip back my cake back. Then using my fondant smoother, using two, try to smooth out. We can see that at least the sharpness at the edges of the square cake. Then smooth it out. Any ones that are having extra, you trim it out with your razor blade. Now you can see I want to make the photo frame now. You just have to roll out fondant the size of it, the shape of the photo frame. So this is the photo card that I printed. yes, from the client. So you add water to it to all the corners raw. Then you press it into the fondant. Use your ruler. I use a sharp edge, but I use ruler here, metal ruler, to get that square shape that I used for the photo card. And you can see now. Make sure you have a little bit inches, a little bit inch. Yeah, try to using this embroider. I use vegetable oil to oil it in. I take a little bit of fondant and I squeeze it in. I take this plastic pen scraper just to scrape off excess and to give me that desired embroidery that I'm looking at. And I use this embroidery for the tips of the photo frame. You can see it now. I'm having three here, the bigger one for the front and two for the side. Another embroider to make design. You can see too. So I'm using two pots for here. So I've already put a gum at the center. I'm using a black fondant to manage my icing sugar, my fondant. So can we see it now? It's now time for us to be putting our pieces together. Yes, I use this remaining black fondant just to use as a tip at the lower part of the square. So I'm using Everyday Spirit and Luster Gold Dust to paint the edges of my photo frame to give me this gold look. So that's how it's been done. Please subscribe to my channel or like the video and on the post notification. Yes, I'm using a ruler here to be able to identify the center of my square cake here, how to place the photo to align it well. I use the ruler as a guide to make sure that the photo is at the center, and I use water at the back of the fondant to glue it to the cake. You can see it now. And we're putting the pieces together. The fondant, remember water. You can use edible glue. Yeah, I'm still pressing olufumi. Yeah, cakes with olufumi. I'm putting the pieces here together. You can see it. I'm using water here and use it just to add decorations to the cake. You see how it's beautiful. Subscribe to my channel, like the video. I've already put the pieces together at the side because of the time. I'm trying to make the video as short as possible. So here we can see that the pieces are already coming together. I'm using this gold palm leaf, happy birthday topper to make the final decorations on it. You can see that the cake is coming more and more beautiful. Seriously, it's not easy videoing oneself, and taking videos doing this is not easy. So pardon me now, things are going to get better. But I believe that we've learned one or two things here in this video. So it is gelatin balls for the decoration, gelatin gold balls. So I'm trying to arrange the flowers here beside in front of the gold leaf there. So please subscribe to my channel. If you are new into cake icing, comment down below. Let me know your view. You can ask me questions and I'll answer. Wow, the cake is beautiful. Here's our result. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more tips that will be coming your way. Ask me questions. Thank you.